Okay, so this is the first time I've ever done some mic stuff here at Sun Joe. So thank them for even letting me do this because fuck Uncle Bucks with their bullshit and stuff. So at least we're here and we have a venue. So even if you didn't come out to see me, you're here now. My name is Kara Wynn, and I'm an alcoholic and I'm single, which is a nice way of saying I'm a drunken whore. And people say I'm an asshole sometimes, but I'm not a complete asshole because I did have hemorrhoid surgery, and I've been butthurt ever since. But people also say, oh, she's acting like a hoe. Bitch, I'm not acting. So I've lived in Ottumwa as long as the rest of you, and I've noticed there's quite a few different types of people. You got smokers and drinkers, alcoholics, which I like to just refer to as regulars on Church Street. But we also got tweakers, and everybody knows a tweaker in their life. If you don't, maybe you should. So I started to have some friends recently, and they were meth heads. And I noticed that things started coming up missing. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of odd. And it turns out that fucking meth users are the only types of people who will take your shit and help you look for it at the same time. You know what all tweakers say? Every one of them. I don't do that shit anymore. Oh, I like to drink my daily caloric intake. So I've been single a long time too, and you get a really nice guy, texts you a lot, says nice things to you. And then you get the other kind of guy that doesn't return your call, doesn't reply to your text for days. And I'm like, why doesn't he love me? That's how it goes. So also, sex has changed a lot since I've been single. All of a sudden now there's this shit like a cream pie, a drunken, golden shower, pearl necklace. You guys know about this stuff? So I'm like, calm down, man. Before you get all excited and want to shove a small animal right up my ass, here's an idea. Why don't you make me come? Yeah. Let's catch that on it. Let's start that a trend. Get and maintain an erection. That would impress me.
Probably not a lot of people know what it is.
So, I've always been interested in like mixed couples. I'm part Cherokee and most of the men I've dated have been asshole. So that just doesn't really work out very well. But I'm also a little white, if you can't tell. So, I automatically like things like Jaeger bombs, ugly boots, tiny dogs, and big black dick. But that's just a joke that's based on a lie because I actually hate dogs. I hear you're pretty, you're beautiful, all of these things, which, you just translate that into, I want to fuck. Putting it bluntly. So, I was going to tell some true stories also. I was down at Snobby's a while back, and they have some pretty good music down there, and I like to dance, so I'm standing at the bar with my friend Dylan, and I'm kind of dancing to the music, and what happened to me is, I wouldn't say it was a hand on my butt, but it was fingers underneath my ass cheeks. And I turn around, I'm like, what? What the hell? And this guy says to me, I'm sorry, I thought you were my sister. And I'm like, oh, well that makes perfect sense because I touch my sister like that all the time. That really did happen. I would tell you something else, but I'm not ready for that right now. So, You know what I hate about having big boobs? Not much. But they do get a little out of hand where I'm like, would you please stop staring at this guy? Settle down. But so I've been in a relationship with beer and it's getting pretty serious, which makes Xanax jealous, but it's okay because we all end up in a threesome at the end of the night. If history repeats itself, give me a beer. I'm not a complete prude because I do let beer come in my mouth and I swallow it. So my happy place, sometimes I like to just go to my happy place, and that would be the bar. Fuck the police. I always say that, fuck the police, but then I got to thinking, they probably would never get you off. Pointless. So, sometimes I drink too much, if I didn't mention that already. And I wanted to become a better person. So I started thinking, what can I do to be a better person, right? So I want to listen to my inner voice, because that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, inner voice, what should I do? And she's all like, you're a sexy bitch, you're a sexy bitch. I'm like, okay, that's not really helping me right now. But I'm going to give her another chance. And this is what she says. How fucking drunk can you get in an hour, bitch? Like, no, now she's challenging me. I need to do something more popular, like, what would Jesus do? So, it's been kind of hot lately, other than today. And I'm like, what would Jesus do when I'm getting ready in the morning? Would he wear shorts or would he wear a dress? He would wear a dress. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. And then sometimes I'm in traffic and some fucking assholes cut me off. It just happened today. Like, I don't know, there's fucking idiots all around the town while I'm driving. I don't know how they got a license. But I'm like, what would Jesus do? Would he flip them off? Would he honk his horn? What the hell would he do? Drive their ass? I don't know. But I do want to find out. So then I, date sometimes, and I get to the point where I'm ready to have sex with a man. Okay, what would Jesus do? Would he wear a condom? Would he pull out? Jesus would come in my heart. That's what he'd do. Sorry if I offend you about Jesus, but he gave me my sense of humor. Bless him. So sometimes I have a negative voice in my head. You ever have a voice in your head that's just like, you can't do this. You're not that cute. You look fat today. Something bad's going to happen. And that's always in the voice of my mother. I don't know why. That's the negative voice in my head. And then I wrote down some special things for you. So, you like my shirt today? It's 100% wifey material. But you take it off and it's all slit. So any man can be a father, but it takes a special man to be a dad. So any female really can be a mother, but it takes a special woman to be a MILF. I know, that's an original joke. I thought I would do some stuff about online, because that's what people do anymore, they're always on their phones and online. So, I don't always take selfies, but yes I do, because I look fucking better each day. And then I thought I seen, some fake profiles on Facebook, and sometimes you think, oh, this guy, this person, they're probably pretty fake. But then I thought, if they were, wouldn't they have used a picture of a good-looking person? And they didn't. So, they must be real. Dun, dun. Okay. I think that I said all my stuff. Oh, wait, I still have a little more. Okay, so I'm also a single mother. My son is a teenager now, and, he wants to do all this crazy shit, like he wanted to join baseball. It's fucking during happy hour, why don't you not? You're cutting into my beer drinking time, you little asshole. So now he has a 16-year-old girlfriend, and he's only 14, and I'm like, son, you have nothing to offer her. She can have a job and a license. You were all like, I have a bike and my mom gives me money sometimes. And it's not really so hard to raise a kid on your own. You just, fuck, violent video games raising 3/4 of the time. And then there's modern day rappers, the internet. You just really got to know your resources. And never underestimate the power of a dysfunctional household. Without one, I wouldn't have 1.5 brothers. But sometimes he gets a little emotional. We both do. It gets heated, and it'll be like, I'm gonna run away and you'll never fucking see me again. I'll go live at my dad's. And that's just me talking, so you never realize shit's gonna come out of his mouth. Okay, I got one more story if y'all want to hear it. If you want to hear it, say yay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little embarrassing, but it's a true story, and it's the first time I'm ever going to tell it, ever. Publicly, on my phone. So I can't take it back now. So, I got poison ivy last summer. In a not very nice place. So, this is what happened. So, I'm all boating with my friend on the river. And I'm like, at this point I've already had 3 to 4 tall boys of beer, and I need to pee. Can we just shore the boat, let me get off and take this? So I get off and I go up into the little area where there's greenery, and I cop a squat and I grab some leaves and, use them as toilet paper. Fuck me for having hygiene, because that was poison ivy, and I ended up 2 days later in the emergency room trying to explain that. My doctor's name was, she's foreign. She's a tiny little woman who speaks another language I don't know, and her name was Some Wrong. I'm like, that's the perfect name for a doctor, Some Wrong. So she says, I see poison on leg, neck, never there. Never there. I said, well, doctor, it's all I can do to just expand your little experience here. So, yeah. Yay me. And I would encourage everybody not to be hygienic when you're in nature. Just go ahead and let it drip dry. So I'm Carolyn. Woo! It's been fun.